We talked about the spiritual divorce, and I think I'm ready.
I love that you're doing this, Janelle.
I got another one of those emails from some woman asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family.
Besties, you won't believe this. Sister Wives is officially back, and Season 20 drops September 28th, just 3 days after Kody Brown pops up on Special Forces, meaning like it or not. This fall he's dominating 2 networks, 2 shows, and way too much screen time. Honestly, somebody pour me something strong because I cannot. The brand new trailer just landed, and while we've known for years this show has thrived on deception. Yes, Kody and Robyn, I'm looking at you. This time it feels like a messy cocktail of raw truth, fake redemption arcs, and desperate image repair. Kody is allegedly wooing back his exes or maybe just performing heartfelt apologies to polish his brand. But either way, get ready, because these women will all be under one roof again, navigating tense dinners and explosive confrontations that promise viral drama. One scene even teases Kody bragging about women emailing him to join the family. And suddenly we're watching a man on the hunt for new wives while juggling broken marriages, emotional fallout, and the shadow of Coyote Pass. Speaking of which, yes, the land was sold and split, though Kody keeps playing financial puppet master, scheming to twist outcomes in his favor under the guise of reconciliation. TLC Synopsis lays it out. The Browns return more emotionally raw than ever, torn apart by multiple breakups and clinging to fragile hopes of peace. Mary dips a cautious toe into speed dating. Janelle takes decisive steps toward a spiritual divorce after freeing herself in New Orleans, while Christine and David savor married life, until family moves spark jealousy and heartbreak. McKelty's already in North Carolina, Peyton's been spotted there constantly, and whispers suggest more kids are relocating, leaving Christine rattled as bonds shift in painful ways. Meanwhile, Kody remains haunted by his crumbling empire, restless in the home he once shared with Robyn, desperate to move forward but shackled by betrayal, bitterness, and his unraveling FA. Besties, brace yourselves because the drama is spiraling out of control. Sister Wives is officially returning, and Season 20 is about to detonate with scandals nobody saw coming. Just days after Kody Brown flaunts himself on Special Forces, he storms back onto reality TV, double-dipping across networks this fall like he's desperate for relevance. And while many of us prayed for his permanent exit, the universe has other plans. The freshly dropped trailer teases chaos, betrayal, and emotional warfare, exposing cracks the Browns can no longer hide. Kody, clinging to his ego, attempts what looks like a redemption tour, apologizing, or maybe scheming, to polish his crumbling image while juggling dinners with ex-wives who can barely stomach him. But the mess doesn't stop there. Emails from women begging to join his twisted circus prove Kody's hunt for new wives is far from over, even as the family battles over money, property, and the ghost of Coyote Pass. The official synopsis teases heartbreak, jealousy, awkward dating, spiritual divorces, and a fractured patriarch haunted by his own failures. Christine and Janelle forge new paths, Mary toys with romance, and Robyn clings desperately to a collapsing dream of plural marriage. Meanwhile, rumors swirl about kids relocating to North Carolina, sparking ugly tension and accusations of betrayal. The trailer promises raw emotions, shocking confrontations, and a high-stakes land war finale that feels like reality TV at its most explosive. And let's be real, Kody's obsession with attention makes it hard to believe he'll ever stop craving more wives, more drama, and more screen time. This isn't just another season, it's a viral-level, must-watch implosion of a family built on lies, control, and desperation, and you do not want to miss a single second of this chaos. You know, the whole Coyote Pass drama sounds settled, but the truth is Robyn was the absolute last one to touch a pen, dragging her feet endlessly while everyone else had already signed off. Janelle pushed through a warranty deed, Mary finalized her transfers, and every name was moved across the board so that each adult walked with 25% of the payout, while Kody and Robyn automatically held 50% as a married pair. Yet Robyn played it off like she was the one fighting for fairness when in reality, she was the one who stalled everything until the very last moment when the land had no choice but to sell, and that raises the question, fair for the family, or just fair for her? Meanwhile, Kody suddenly talks about healing with Mary, Janelle, and Christine, but Christine wants nothing to do with him, bluntly saying she never wants to be friends again, while Janelle straight up calls him out as an ass, which perfectly highlights the manipulation in his so-called heartfelt apology, because the timing wasn't about love, it was about leverage. Christine was locked in a legal battle for child custody and child support for Truly, and at the exact same moment the Coyote Pass split was hanging over his head, so if Kody could charm, guilt, or pressure them into softening, he'd protect his wallet, dodge financial fallout, and spin a better narrative for TV. But Christine doesn't want reconciliation. She just wants peace while raising. Truly, though she's still tethered to him until her daughter is grown. Janelle sees it clearly, but Mary is the one who spirals, lashing out one day, defending him the next, claiming she's over him yet clinging to scraps of attention, while Kody twists the knife by saying things like, "I didn't love you," only to backpedal later, leaving fans stunned by the emotional whiplash. When asked if she'd ever return to him, Mary's refusal was firm, and Kody's smug, "We're never getting back together," sealed it. Yet even as this chapter crumbles, he hints at wanting new wives and new beginnings, chasing validation online, proving his obsession with control, money, and power is far from over, and that's exactly why this saga isn't ending anytime soon. Kody's double-faced reality is unraveling fast. On one hand, he tells the world he's done with polygamy, yet at the very same time, in the very same clothes, he's admitting to Robyn that other women are reaching out, eager to join his so-called family, which makes it clear he's online, entertaining strangers, scrolling through niche sites, even dipping into apps where desperate seekers of sister wife life linger. Because let's be honest, Kody thrives on attention, and Robyn, once the loudest voice pushing him into plural marriage, now conveniently shifts gears, saying she'd only ever consider it again if she knew it would work, which feels less about love and more about money, ratings, and survival of the show. While the irony is glaring, Robyn's entire existence in this union has become boring, stale, predictable, and Kody, who fed for decades on women fighting for his approval, can't be satisfied with one tired storyline. And then there's Mary, who, after all the emotional whiplash, has her Taylor Swift moment screaming, "We are never ever getting back together," while Janelle hears Kody confess, "I said I loved you, that was a lie." And all of this conveniently plays out against the backdrop of Coyote Pass, where every manipulative move seems timed to stall property splits and dodge financial accountability. Because Kody doesn't show up out of love or healing, he shows up when money's on the line, when lawyers are circling, when custody and child support loom, when the empire he built on fragile promises starts cracking, and like every textbook narcissist, he hovers and hoovers, releasing his grip just long enough for freedom to taste real before rushing back to siphon energy, affection, and control, with Mary left dangling as both his oldest wound and his easiest target. And while all of this chaos plays out, what really shocks fans is how quickly the family dynamic keeps shifting. Christine appears stronger than ever, focused on her new chapter, but she's still watching Kody's actions with disbelief. Janelle, on the other hand, is no longer willing to play by his rules, standing her ground about fairness with the land and money. Meanwhile, Robyn tries to paint herself as the loyal partner, yet deep down, she fears losing everything if Kody decides to chase attention elsewhere. What's even more unsettling is Kody's energy. He looks restless, almost desperate, as if he can't handle life without constant validation. Viewers can't help but wonder, is this about love, or is it only about power and control? One thing is certain, the fractures are too deep, and every new revelation feels like the beginning of another storm. For years, Kody has thrived on control, knowing exactly what to whisper to Janelle to reel her back, exploiting her history of leaving only to return. But this time the cracks feel permanent. Janelle and Mary may still appear vulnerable, yet neither seems willing to endure the cycle again, while Christine stands as living proof of escape, fiercely committed to her new marriage with zero chance of turning back. And so the question lingers, is Kody chasing reconciliation for love, or simply staging a profitable storyline? His sudden online flirtations with other women raise eyebrows. Are they about genuine desire, or just a desperate grab for attention, lust, and validation that Robyn alone cannot supply? Not long ago he swore polygamy was repulsive and vowed never to return, yet now he prowls digital spaces, contradicting his own claims and stoking rumors that even cast shadows on his time in special forces, where whispers suggest his advances alienated women around him. Beneath it all, the stench of desperation is undeniable. Kody clawing to stay relevant, manipulating every conversation into scripted drama, dragging Janelle, Mary, and Christine back before cameras to fabricate tension. Because without conflict, Sister Wives risks collapse. And Kody knows that without polygamy, without turmoil, without spectacle, his empire of fame and fortune begins to vanish. Kody's obsession with chasing new women feels hollow when he can't even repair the fractured bonds with his own kids, leaving viewers questioning his priorities and whether this pursuit of more wives, or recycled drama with his exes, is nothing more than a self-serving spectacle. The image he presents, clinging to outdated bravado while ignoring his family, only deepens the sense of disconnect, with even his appearance becoming a point of distraction, fueling whispers that he should embrace change rather than mask it. Meanwhile, Robyn's visible struggles spark concern, reminding fans that beneath the show's glossy surface lies a reality filled with unresolved tension, unspoken health worries, and relationships teetering on the edge. So the bigger question isn't just about Kody's next move. It's about whether this entire storyline is designed to keep the spotlight burning a little longer, or if there's any genuine intent left in a saga that feels more staged than ever. What makes this situation even more unsettling is the silence that surrounds the family, a silence heavy with secrets and unspoken pain. Every glance, every awkward moment feels like a reminder that unresolved wounds never truly fade away. They grow deeper when ignored. While Kody tries to distract himself with new promises, the reality is far less glamorous. Children longing for stability, partners searching for respect, and a home where trust is crumbling piece by piece. Robyn's quiet suffering becomes a symbol of everything hidden behind forced smiles, and viewers can't help but wonder how long this facade can hold before everything falls apart. The tension lingers like a storm on the horizon, and with each passing moment, the question grows louder. Are we watching love, betrayal, or the slow collapse of a family that no longer knows what the word together really means? Subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.